A common mistake a lot of first-time founders make, and which I made too, to be frank, in the beginning, is to have this fear that if you're having an idea, that you need to protect it and hoard it at all costs. And you generally get this idea based on that you think that, okay, now you've come up with a kind of perfect business idea, that everything will land in its place by itself, but that's not really how it works in practice, and which you see when you're actually starting to try to implement this idea into practice in business, in an actual business, in an actual company. So who am I, and what have I to say about this? I'm Stefan. I'm the founder and CEO now of Raffles Ambassadors, a Norwegian data management company. We're also working on. I'm also co-founding now a new company under registration now, called AI Automatisering AS, focused on AI automation. So yeah, gotten a bit into this now, almost getting close to a year now. I've been in this game as first time founder, and this lesson I'm just recognizing more and more each day, that it's not the ideas that matter, it's how you actually implement it. So I'm going to share with you guys some of the reasoning for why it's a good idea to share ideas, but how to do it in the right way, to avoid being kind of scared that these ideas will get exploited or get stolen by other people. So I think so let's get right into, first of all, what is the value of sharing ideas in the beginning? First of all, like, there are several factors here, but I think that some of the most important part is that it builds the chance to collaborate. It builds relationship when you're getting some ideas and getting kind of more into this founder mentality of getting more business ideas, and that you're actually getting out there and discussing with other people who are interested in discussing business ideas. Those are good and useful relationships that you want to have in business in general. Those are the kind of people that have connections with the markets, with the investors, and etc. Though that is the position you generally want to be in as a founder, and if you're always scared that, like, if you think that you are the only one who has ideas in your circle, and you want to keep it that way, that you're just holding these ideas to yourself, then you're not really getting the chance to build those relationships and building up that network that will help you to actually build your business and build your standing in the market. And you also don't get the feedback that is often necessary for. You need that constant feedback to continually develop and improve the idea, so that it actually becomes workable in the market. And if you only have yourself to kind of think about these things, then it's very easy to kind of fall into this echo chamber, because you have no other people to keep you in check. That's why it's so important with good collaboration and having discussions with other kind of intellectual people in business, who can give you that feedback, and to build up a team, or at least a good network from there. And a second part, which is also extremely important, is how central it is with building a brand and marketing and sales when building a business. Like, a business is nothing without sales and marketing, because you need to have a brand. You need to have people who knows about what you're actually offering, for you to even have a chance to sell anything, to sell any of your products or services. And that's why it's so important to so if you're not telling anyone about your idea for the business, if you're not, like, putting yourself into the stage where you're putting out there that you have this idea, that you're getting into place, into practice, then you need to share that you're building this thing, for people to actually be aware that this is something you're offering or building out, to attract that interest and to attract customers. Because if you don't have any customers, if you don't have any marketing or sales, there's no real business in this to begin with. So brand awareness over secrecy and execution and exposure is extremely important here. That it's so much more important to build a good brand and to market than to try to kind of have this kind of secret best idea, because most likely it isn't that rare of an idea. Most likely it is an idea that a lot of other people have had before, and maybe some of them have already implemented some of this and have started to get on the way, or maybe it's not as good idea as you may think it is. But the only way to really find out in practice is to actually try and implement this, or at least to discuss this idea with people. And only when you discuss it with people and have these kind of discussions, then you're able to get the feedback necessary for, like, not necessarily why you shouldn't implement this idea into practice in business, but getting some valuable feedback of maybe some of them are misconceptions even, but you will get a better understanding generally of the challenges involved with implementing this in practice. And then based on that, you will have a more realistic foundation to implement this in practice. And if you are have good perseverance and discipline, you may be able to pull this off no matter what people say about it. But it's important to get this feedback to understand the general idea behind these things, because you will get a much better foundation for how to implement it in practice. But if you want to hoard the ideas, then you may miss out on a lot of opportunities for investors to actually invest in your startup, missing opportunities for great partnerships that could allow you to scale, missed opportunities for getting any customers or clients that could give you make you able to actually take off with your business, and so on and so forth. But yeah, if you have built, especially in the startup phase, it's in most cases, except if it's in most cases, it's not so important to keep it secretive. It's more important to build it actually up, build up the brand, build up the awareness, and then maybe if there are some kind of business secrets, so to speak, that are an essential part of how to distinguish themselves from competitors, that may be wrapped up in an NDA or so on. But I think that should be the exception rather than the rule, and only apply in the rare cases where it's absolutely essential for the business. But in most cases, it's, especially in the startup phase, so important to discuss ideas, to build strong partnership, collaboration, build your network, have good marketing, and to be able to actually build your brand and build your business in the beginning. And so start the marketing early, and start building the network and brand early if you're a startup founder wanting to build a business in general. So yeah, those were just some thoughts and reflections I made based on my experience so far as a first-time founder building a business. So yeah, it's to summarize it all, it's most important to focus on the actual execution and the implementation. Getting a business idea in itself is a lot less impressive than you think it is in the beginning. It's all about how you execute, it's all about how you implement it in practice, and how challenging brand building is in practice makes it so important to actually just get your ideas out there and test them out in practice. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so active with doing these videos and stuff on LinkedIn and YouTube and everywhere, is because I believe in sharing ideas, sharing information, and building a brand, and contributing to the dialogue, contributing to this discussion about these topics as well, and yeah, building the brand both as a personal brand for myself and for the business as well through videos like this. So that's part of why I wanted to get this video out there, share to you guys why I think it's a bad idea to generally hoard ideas and keep stuff so secretive, especially if you're a first-time founder in the beginning, and in the beginning process of starting a business. Execution is what matters. So I will leave you off here with this takeaway, that execution matters a lot more than business ideas. So I hope this video has been insightful and helpful to you guys. Be sure to comment below what you thought about this video. On that, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'm looking forward to see you all in the next video.